students, welcome back to the video series of Python programming. I am your instructor Shweta Yagnik and today we are going to see file in Python. So before we begin, we will learn how to create a file, how to read a file, how to copy data from one file to another file. So without wasting much time, let's begin. So before working with file, we will understand why we require a file. When we code, we store our data into variable up till now, but as soon as we close our application, that data is lost. That means those variables provide us a temporary storage for our data. But what if we want to store our data permanently? That means if we want to give a persistent storage to our data, then we can store in a file. Okay, file gives us a simple storage where we can save our text file, right? So today we are going to see how to work with a text file. So let's begin with some of the operations that is inbuilt in Python. So Python provides us following function. First is open file, which takes a file name and a mode. Mode gives us the intention to create a file. If we want to read a file, if we want to create a file, or if we want to append some more data into already created a file. So mode are having three options right now. That is R for reading purpose, A for appending purpose, and W. Here we are going to take these three examples, that is writing a file. So next is, these are the also functions that are supported by Python in order to work with files. First, read, that will read the data from file. The size we can specify how much data we want. The next is read line. Line by line we can read the file. Further, write the string, that is the data that we want to write into file. Next is write line, that will write the data line by line. If we are having a list sort of string, then we can use this function. Then we are having ftell which will give us the current pointer, current position into the file. We will see practically how to use it. And lastly, we are having close. Okay, if we want to close our file, we'll be using this close function. So let us see practically how to use these file and work with how to use these functions and work with file. So now let's create a text file, and through Python program we will try to read it. So first of all, create a new file, and I am giving my file name. So this is my file, and over there I am going to write some text. This is first line of my file, second line, third line. This is what the data right now I am putting inside my file. Now in my Python program, I am trying to open that file. Okay, so as we have seen in earlier, that open is the function that we can use in order to open a file, that will return a file object. Okay, so f will be our file object, equal to open, and here I'll be giving name of my file, which is my file. Okay, and right now I want to open it in a read mode, right? The second parameter of open function is a mode, the purpose for what you want to open the file. So here I'll be writing R. So that's it for now, and I'm trying to run the demo. Okay, right now it is giving me error because I have made mistake in the function. So yes, it has successfully opened the file. But now what if I want to have a data? So if you are trying something like this, print and f, do you think it will print the data or it will fetch the data? Let us try. So no, it is not giving me any data, but it is giving me these information, that name of the file, the mode, and encoding, okay, number. But so this is not the way to open a file. So we are having a read function, okay, for reading a file. So here I'll be writing printf f.read function, which will read the content of the file. So now let us again try. So yes, it has printed 3 lines from my file. As you can verify from here, that file is having 3 lines. The similar lines are extracted through my function. Okay, so this is how we can extract the data from a file. Now, read function is having one more optional parameter where we can specify the size. Okay, so if we are specifying 5, that means first 5 characters that we want to read, we want to extract from a file. So let us try. So yes, it has extracted THIS, this and a space. Okay, because after that we are having space. So that is the way we can extract the specified number of characters from a file. Read function will read the entire content of the file, but if we want to read the content of the file line by line, then Python will provide one more function, that is read line. So let us use this function, print f dot read line. Okay, let us execute the code and see the output. Yes, it has printed the first line. What if we want to print the second line? Yeah, it has printed 2 lines, but as you can see over here, it has left 2 lines. Okay, the reason is that print itself will leave 1 line and our file also contains our second line into next line, right? So that is the reason it is leaving 2 lines. Okay, if you can see the file, it is having these 3 lines. Okay, after this is my first line, after that line the next content is in second line. So print function and this content will leave these lines over here. If we don't want over here these lines spacing, then we can specify end equal to blank. This is way to mitigate this extra lines. So yes, now you can see the output. Here there is no extra line in between. So just keep this thing in mind. If you don't want extra lines in between, you can write this end. Okay, after each line, read line function will move its pointer, file's pointer to next line. If we want to understand what is the current position, f dot tell function will let you know the current position of the pointer. So let us print this. Yes, so it is 31. That means the first line, this is printed. Now the pointer is pointing on S, which is the character 31. So that is how we can come to know the current position of file. Read function will give you error if the name of the file is wrong. That means if the file is not existing, it is going to give you error. Yeah, so it will give you traceback error, that file not found. Now let us try to write into a file. So I am going to remove this code and yes, open a file. Name of the file is my underscore file, and I have to open it into write mode, right? So that's it. And then I'll be using as we have used f.read function, here I'll be using f.write function and the string that we want to write into the file. So as soon as this line is written and I'm going to execute the code, so you can see that my underscore file is created. But right now, yes, it will be in text mode. I'm going to close this file for now. My dot file is empty. Okay. So now I'm going to write f dot write and I'm going to write hello. Okay, let's execute the code and see. Now open the file and yes, the string which we have passed is written into the file. Now if I want to write another string, let's write it. So I'll be inserting here /n because I want this line into second line. Okay, so hello, how are you? This content should be written into second line. That is the reason why I have included /n. Now again I'm going to execute the code. Let us check the file content. Yes, it has printed /n, but here I have mentioned this space. Yes, let us execute it. So yes, there is no space anymore now. So the second line will be printed over here. Now what I want is I want to add some more data into my existing file, my_file. I'm going to delete those two lines and write f.write. This is my third line. Okay, what do you think? What will be the output? The first two lines which we have already inserted. Okay, hello, how are you? And what I'm expecting is this is my third line. This is my third line, should be placed over here after this. Okay, let us execute and check whether we are getting the same output as we are expecting or not. So let us execute the code. Now check the file. No, it has removed previous content and just returned this line. Okay, the last line that we have asked to write. So why it has happened? Because we have opened the file into write mode. We have not opened the file in append mode. What is the meaning of opening a file in write mode? That means if the file is already created, then the original content is deleted. But if you are opening a file in append mode, then new content will be appended. Okay, so that is the reason I need to open the file in append mode. So this line will be there as it is, and now I am changing. This is my fourth line. Okay, so this line will remain as it is, and this new line, fourth line, will be added. Now execute the code and let us verify it. Yeah, let us understand the code. So this is my third line, this is my fourth line. I have not kept /n, new line, that's why it has not included that. So now I am putting /n. So now what will it do? It will keep this line as it is and add one more line into it, right? So let us check it. Yes, so this line is added into new line because I have included /n. Here I want to write this list which is containing 3 strings into a file. I can use writeLines function of Python. So I'll be using writeLines, and within that I'll be passing this list. Okay, so just keep this thing in mind. I have opened the file in append mode, so whatever content is there will be kept as it is, and this list will be added, these strings will be added. So now let us execute the code and check the file. Yes, it has added this files, okay, Python and C, but I have made some mistake over here, and here I have not included /n. That is the reason why these two are printed in a single line. Now I want to read the content of the file using for loop. So let us try that. So here I have opened the file in read mode because I want to read the data. In next line I will write for data in f, and then in write I'll print data. Let us execute the code and see. So yes, it has printed the lines of our file, my_file. All the lines are printed. Now our next task is to copy the content of one file and write it into other. So here I have opened the file in read mode. I will open another file called copy file into write mode because I want to write into that file. So here I'll be using for data in f, that is f is the handler of this my file from which I want to read the data, and here I'll be using f1.write because I want to write into the newly created file, that is copy_file. So this file is not existing, so it will be created first and then the content will be returned into it. Let us execute the code and see. Yes, it is giving me error. Yes. Okay, that is right. So here I need to pass the string, that's why it was giving me error. Yes. So let us open the file. Yes, it has given, written all the lines from this my file. Okay, so this is how we can copy the content of one file into another file. Now we will see a code which will create a new file. Okay, and write the content which is given by user and write those content, and then finally we are closing this file. So first of all, this is the new file which we are creating into write mode. Then this loop will be iterated twice. Okay, we have used over here range function. Okay, that will produce 0 and 1. Okay, then name will be given the content from the user. This will be the prompt to user to write the content, and then those content will be returned into file. So let us execute the code and see. So yes, it has prompted me to write a name, so I'll be writing. Then second time it has also asked me to write the name. So these two content should be written into the newly created file. So I'm opening that file over here. So yes, these two things are written. Now we will see some of the functions which are supported by OS module of Python. The functions that are supported by these module are: first, os.rename, that will rename the file. Next, os.remove, that will remove the specified file. We are also having the functions to make a directory, change the directory, to get the current working directory, and to remove a directory. These functions are defined within the OS module of Python. So let's explore practically how to use it. As these functions are defined within OS module, we need to first of all import the OS module. Then we will use os.rename. Here we will specify the name of existing file. So we will specify over here my_file, and this is the old file, original file, and now we will update it with your_file. So now let us execute the code and see whether it has renamed the file or not. Yes, so my_file has been renamed with your file. Okay, now the second operation that is supported by OS module is os.remove. So here I'll specify the existing file which I want to remove, but we need to make sure that that file is opened nowhere or it is not referred by any other program. Otherwise the Python will give error. So here I'll write your_file, and after executing this code, that file must be removed. So yes, as you can see, the file has been removed. Now we will write the code in order to create a directory. So here I'll be writing os.mkdir in order to make one directory. Here I am making one directory. Okay, and meanwhile I will create the other directory also. Okay, so let us see. Yeah, so it has created these two folders. Now let us check the current working directory and print its value. Now these two directories are already created, so I am commenting this code. Yes, so our current working directory is LJIET. Now if we want to change the current working directory, we'll be doing something like this: os.chdr, and we'll specify over here the directory which I have just created. And now execute the code again. I forgot to write this print statement. Yes, so after executing change directory, it has changed my current working directory. Now if I want to remove any of the directory, then I need to do something like this. os.rmdir remove the directory, and the directory should be empty. So here I'll be specifying directory true. Okay, so now let's execute the code, and we this over here, that file should not be there, that this directory must be deleted. So yes, that directory has been deleted. So that's it for this session. I hope it is useful to you. We have seen how to create a file, how to copy the content of one file into another file, how to open the file in different modes. We have also seen some of the directory function. So that's it for this session. See you soon in the next session. Till then, keep learning.